Good morning. Good morning. This is the planet of the baby apes. I'm here today to help you learn how to not be homeless, or at least how to get out of homeless. So when you're homeless, first thing you want to do is make sure you are as uncomfortable as possible. Yeah, that's number one. Uncomfortable as possible. Okay? Don't be going in and out. Oh, unless it's the winter time, don't be going in and out of the shelter all the time so they can herd you in a circle like a cow from one shelter to the other, to the whatever day room they got, or to the whatever kind of food they're giving you, and then what kind of caseworker they say is going to help you. Use the caseworkers, utilize the caseworkers. What's more important is utilize your own energy, okay? That is, stay outside. Don't always sleep in the shelter. Get you a sleeping bag. Probably just a sleeping bag, not really a tent, unless you're going to put the tent somewhere hidden, okay? Get you some nice, decent clothes. Wear the clothes, okay? Sleep in that daggone tent. Sleep in that sleeping bag. When you wake up, go to school. Yeah, go to school while you're homeless. Yes, that's the best time. Go to school while you're homeless because you don't got no bills, okay? And then when you go to school, all right, when you come out of school for the day or whatever, and you hang out with people after you're done with school, okay? Yeah. And then just be as uncomfortable as possible so you can get out of the street. Okay? Get off the street by being as uncomfortable as possible. Don't be hanging out with these people making buddy friends. You're making friends and stuff. Y'all all smoking weed together and stuff like that. You think you got some friends and stuff like that. That's more comfortable. You don't want to be more comfortable on the street. Okay? Get you a couple friends that look like they ain't, retarded, and tell them, hey, listen, if you stick with me, this is what I used to tell them. If you stick with me, we're going to all get off the street together. Okay? And you be the goals guy. You be the guy making up goals. You be the guy talking about some schooling. You be the guy talking about, hey, what's our next step? You be the guy, because there's nobody's an island. There ain't no one-man band man out there. Really, it's really not. So why don't y'all help each other get off the street? They be out there selling joints for $2 and stuff. That's really what they do. But at the end of the day, what you want to do is figure out a way to get out the street. Make yourself as uncomfortable as possible, okay? That's the same way you change your life when you do get off the street. When you're off the street and you've been living in an apartment or whatever, you don't want to work at whatever job you're working at now. You don't want to do what you're doing anymore. I don't want to be a worker for Walmart no more. Well, you know what you do? You go to school while you're working at Walmart. And then when you get done with Walmart, you go do the welding or whatever it is. Okay? Take a trade. And take the trade from a guy who's doing the trade. Don't go to these schools paying $30,000, $50,000. You can pay me that, but don't go to find somebody who's already doing it. Give them a little money. Learn from them. Get in there and do it. Okay? That's once you're already off the street. Once you're on the street, if you're homeless, remember, make yourself as uncomfortable as possible. As uncomfortable as possible, okay? That's how you're going to get off the street. And quit trying to let people manage your life and create your life. You need to understand you the creator in your life. You ain't the Heavenly Father, but you the creator of your situation, okay? You got to remember, you the prize. You the star in your movie. It's your movie. You know what I mean? What you gonna be the supporting actor in your movie? Listen, whoever's hanging around me, okay, I got a plan, and here's the plan. Now, if you got a better plan, you could tell me that plan. But until then, you're going to hear me saying the plan all the time. And I might even eventually leave you behind and get to my plan. You know how many people are still homeless, where the plan was get out of homeless when I was around them? Listen, I wanted to take them all with me, and all of us have somewhere to stay. Not in the same place, but all of us have somewhere to stay. But guess what? Everybody they ain't gonna do that with you. Some of them, man, everybody ain't gonna do that with you because they're really not. It's just hard for some people to be the strongest version of themselves in their mind, man. They let other people make them the supporting actor in their movie. Now listen, Ain't no one-man band man unless you is the best singer out there. Maybe you Chris Brown and you singing all that. Michael Jackson or something. Both of them had teams behind them. Okay? Now guess what? We can all get rich as a team after we just got out of being homeless. And then once we rich as a team, okay, you at your house, I'm at my house, or whatever it is. And then we come through saying, look, you know what? We could buy a country. You do all that, man, but you got to find some people you can trust. Find some people with some motivation behind them that turns into discipline. You're not going to never get out of being homeless without the desire to want to get out of being homeless. You're never going to get stronger in your situation without the desire to be in the strongest, most alpha version of yourself. It's just not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen. And there's going to be plenty of people trying to stop you from being the most alpha, the most strongest version of yourself. Sometimes it'll be your own woman because they're scared, really. They're scared if you become the strongest, most smartest, most genius, strongest alpha version of yourself, that you might lead in for something better. Because a lot of people don't really want to put in the work to be the best version. So I'm trying to teach you, when you want to get off the street from being homeless, rule number 1, you got to make yourself as uncomfortable as possible. Okay? This is not about comfort. Okay? Comfort's later, after you done work for it. As uncomfortable as possible. Okay? And then number 2, who is around you? You can't be, first of all, if you want to keep these people around you, you need to tell them, listen, hanging around me, you'll get out of being homeless. Okay? Hanging around me, you'll get into a better situation. Why? Some of them might turn it into a competition. That's good. Competition really is good. Competition's good. Because guess what? If that guy gets real sharp, right? And you get sharp too, okay? You keep watching. Don't hate on them. Keep watching them. Okay? Now you get sharper too. Next thing you know, both you niggas became millionaires because you sharpened each other. All right? Yeah, competition is good. Not just fighting with each other, trying to bring each other down, but competition is good though. Competition is good. Rule number 1, make yourself as uncomfortable as possible. Rule number 2, formulate a team like basketball or like football. Okay? And if your team don't want to act right, that's okay. You don't gotta say, oh, you're no longer my buddy. Keep your eyes open to formulate a team. They might not, everybody can't go with you. Like I said, some of the people that I was homeless with when I was homeless is still homeless when I'm not homeless. And some of the people that got out, we got out around the same time, maybe a month or 2 before or something like that. I still talk to them here and there. But you see, some people, when they get to that level, that when they get to the next level, they get complacent. And now they can't get to the next level. They can't get up here because they like being right here because it was so hard to get right here. That right here, they're like, man, listen, I already climbed up the uphill mountain. I ain't finna climb up the other uphill mountain, But listen, if you want something in life, you gotta work hard and you gotta pay for it.